bring up Max from one of my favorite development studios, which is in Toronto, and he's going to be coming up here right at about 6. He's the creative director and my best friend for life. Yes, he's going to introduce you guys to the entire team, so stay tuned and enjoy.
Hello, how's everyone? You guys are good? I lost my voice. 3 days of E3 is not good for my voice, so I'll be very quick.
Just whisper.
Okay. Like Sam, right?
Splinter Cell.
Hey, you come here. So super cool. I love this stuff. I love you guys. You know, seeing journalists all day is fun, but I think when we get fans to come in and see us, that's really rewarding for us. We're really excited to be here. We've got a lot of the team that's here. You guys have played this VM. I heard there's a big tournament finale tonight. That's exciting. I think what we're going to do is we're going to show you some single player, and we're going to do a Q&A, so if you guys have questions for us, we can do that. And then I think we're going to go on the other side. You guys are going to get to play more SVM, and we're going to hang out with you guys, so if you have more questions and you want to talk to us, that's cool. We've got, Scott Lee is our artistic director. He's still has his voice, so he's going to be talking while we have one of the guys playing the back. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is that good? Yes? Yeah! Fuck yeah! So Scott is yeah, be nice.
That's right. Hello, everybody. My voice is gone too. I've been screaming at people for 3 days now. It's not true. It's okay. Yes, as Max said, my name is Scott Lee. I'm a local actor paid to pretend to be a no, I'm actually the art director. Hey, demoing for us today is Christian Janja. He's our animation director. Man, you guys have the core crew right here. You know, normally he's way back there because Ubisoft doesn't like it when he's out in public. They like to kind of fight him, so at least don't look at him. He doesn't like being looked at. Welcome, this is Splinter Cell Blacklist. My God, are any of you guys not fans? If you're not, please get the fuck out. Sorry, I'm losing my patience. This is Splinter Cell Blacklist, the biggest, badassest Splinter Cell ever. You can tell I used to look really young, and I'm exhausted because the game is super long and we worked really hard at it, and I hope you guys really love it. Excellent. Of course, we have a huge single-player campaign. We have co-op, and the return of the legendary spies versus mercs. Yeah, I'm more happy than anybody else about it. Holy shit. And you guys have been playing it. It's excellent. All told, it's a huge, huge game, and we're going to show you an exclusive E3 single-player demo, and it's a live demo. Christian, don't fuck it up. It's kind of scary. Anyway, so let me give you a little story about the live demo. The engineers are a global terrorist network. Of course, these guys are bad guys in our game. They perpetrated an attack on a LNG plant in Louisiana. Oh my God, they're attacking America! Damn it.
America.
And of course, Sam's gonna go in and save the day, maybe capture the engineers later. Let's kick it off. So, to give you a little frame of reference, this map is actually very late in the game, so it's an advanced map. It's also a very long map, so we're just gonna show you the last quarter of it. We're gonna give you a little compilation video of the cinematics and some of the action that leads up to the moment that we start playing live, so have a look.
Who's working on it?
Got it. Looks like Louisiana, Sabine Pass. A natural gas tanker.
Oh my God, Sabine Pass. That's the biggest fuel facility on the Gulf Coast.
Every fuel facility on the coast has been infected.
That fire spreads.
They'll all go up one by one.
3, 2, 1.
Grim, only put on half order down, chopper. Copy.
They sent us to stop the fuel tank, but they said it's too late. We got here after the crash that deal to squad football blast. We almost got their leader, and everything went to shit.
There's gotta be a way to stop this fire.
Finally, terminal like it can buy this previous system.
Where's the control room?
Top floor of the terminal building. Too dangerous.
Look, Chief.
And we need looking at the mess. It's you.
If you make the run to the terminal
biggest improvements we've made on Blacklist is our animation system. And I don't say that because Christian's actually in the room and he made all that stuff. It really is remarkable. It's huge improvement over anything we've had before. You can see the fluidity of its movement. It's very smooth. It reacts to environments very realistically. And honestly, this is not to make it more athletic. It's really to make the gameplay more precise. And being a stealth game, precision is everything.
Here's combo on the terminal. Go on, listen.
Master 2.
Now, if you take a look at the space, this really is a great example of the level design philosophy we have on Blacklist. We have wide open spaces, big sandboxes, lots of options in regards to how to approach situations. We want you to feel like Sam. We want you to be tactical. We want you to survey the situation, be on the offensive and be able to sneak out. Oh, sorry. Good buddy. Now Sam is a leader of 4th Echelon now, and that's a real departure from how it used to be in Splinter Cells in the past. He always used to get orders, now he gives them. So when you're here at comms, for instance, this is your team giving you support in the field.
Door security beat. Wait, I think I might have a leader. He's disguising himself as a paramedic.
Sending you the location.
I'm moving.
So that was Charlie Cole. He's a new member of the team. He's hacked systems for you.
I'm opening the door. That's
And of course, Grim's going to deliver intel.
Stay sharp up there. The engineers are gonna know we're here now.
got your back.
Now, at the heart of Blacklist is our 3 gameplay styles, of course. Ghost, that's traditional stealth. Panther, it's a hybrid style that was introduced in Conviction. And Assault, guns blazing, and we do support all game modes. We allow players to have a ton of variety in terms of how they can customize their gear towards their playstyle. Now, for the purposes of the demo, we've kind of put together a little ensemble for you. Christian's going to choose the Sticky Cam. Of course, the Sticky Cam is a fan favorite. We've upgraded it with some new offensive measures. Remember that his head. Now, that's the heavy archetype, and you guys have seen heavies in other games. Now, they're particularly hard to kill. You cannot hand-to-hand kill them from the front. You must sneak up from behind. They can take a lot of bullets as well, and they're protected. They're wearing protective headgear.
I will find you.
That makes them impervious to, certain gases and things like that. He's gonna try to find his way out of it. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna die. Live demo, folks! Yeah! Live demo! Oh my God, you suck! Okay, he's gonna do it properly this time. Don't you love it when developers die? Like, honestly, he's played this thing like 90 times. He shouldn't be dying. Yes, our AI is live. And very unpredictable. And throughout E3, we've been having a lot of trouble with these guys. And we're trying to make this playthrough really kind of pretty and tight and clean. But that's what makes this game fun. As you can see, we have a lot of secondary paths A lot of places where you can really feel tactical and feel like you're at an advantage. You don't want to be the victim, you're Sam Fisher. Patience, of course. This is Splinter Cell. Christian's going to show you something very clever with the sticky cam. Now, he's used a noisemaker to attract the enemy towards it. He's released the sleeping gas, and he's marked and executed his protective helmet off, rendering him unconscious. Isn't that clever? Christian, you're so clever. Yeah. Now, he's going to choose something a little more American. Incendiary grenades. Let's do it. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Just kill that guy. Oh, you're gonna kill both? Oh, the horror! Oh my God, yeah. Awesome. What we're trying to show you guys, of course, is that you really can play this game, you know, the way you want. If you like, you know, barbecuing people. You can choose to do something.
Look, this can get down. Watch these. I want updates by the minute. Go!
You have a visual on the leader now, Sam.
Got it. Moving in.
He's making a run for it.
I'm after him.
What?
Now, in this chase sequence, you can really gauge how smooth the game is. You never really have to stop in Blacklist to take enemies out. You can always mark and execute in motion.
Sorry, Sam. I can open it again, but it'll take some time.
I'll find another way.
First, to show you another hand-to-hand move. That's the death buff. That was a lethal kill. Now we have a huge variety of lethal, non-lethal hand-to-hand takedowns. And of course, this is Splinter Cell, so you can actually complete the entire game without killing anyone, which is quite remarkable. That is some sweet killing emotion right there.
Escaping in an ambulance. Get the UAV on the track.
Hang on. I got this. All right, hang on. I'll break the gate.
We're going to show you a quick compilation of never-before-seen footage from the game. You can really gauge the scope of the story and some of the co-op missions and the Spice vs. Mercs maps that you haven't seen. Take a look.
We have soldiers in 153 countries. We're in your control. Wherever we will attack you. Graham, it's time to go hunt. Does to find a way to end it.
PlayStation 3, PC, and Wii U all together. Yeah, and now it's time for Q&A. How are we gonna do this? Sorry, I was speaking really loudly.
So I'd like to welcome Maxime Bénin, Sébastien Vachon, and Gunther Galipo on stage for the Q&A. Sorry about the delay, guys. Traffic was insane. And I got the dev team with me. They're in the back. Hi, guys. And they'll be available like previous days with basically the cocktail on the other side. So we're ready to start with questions.
They don't have any questions.
It's super clear.
Everything's super clear, right? There's no questions.
So do you guys have any questions?
But there's
yes,
one.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can repeat the question.
So I remember from the demo a few years ago in Conviction, you could mark lights. Will that be possible in Blacklist? Because it didn't make it into the final build of Conviction.
Wow, hardcore question.
Fan questions are real.
From the forums.
Finally the real stuff, not just tell us what's special about the game. All right, okay, so that's a great question. We actually stayed super long on Conviction with being able to mark lights. I liked it. It was really cool to be able to shoot out a couple of lights, but we had a real problem with when you wanted to aim at an enemy, especially when you were crouched. When you were crouched, your line of sight kind of goes up a little bit, and you were trying to mark an enemy, and the game would detect the light like behind the enemy on the ceiling. So we had a lot of conflicts between what the player wanted, which is usually marking enemies, and the game detecting, well, the crosshair is more on the light than on the enemy. So we had really, it was frustrating because you'd be playing and you'd be, all right, I'm marking this guy, cool, and then execute and then it shoots the light because the game detected that. So we removed it from Conviction, and we didn't try to like put it back in Blacklist. It's one of those where it's a good idea, but like, you know, it is right. Code is always a bit of where we're trying to guess what the player wants to do, and it's one of those that we weren't able to guess well enough what the player wanted to do to not make the game frustrating. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, that was hardcore. And then Pat is game director on a single player now. He was game director on co-op, and this was a big discussion between us because in co-op you really wanted it. So yeah, we had some. Yeah, Pat was pissed.
That wasn't bad.
Another question?
I think all Toronto maybe.
Yes.
This was obviously the PC version. Is there any difference? Is there a big difference between the PC and the console versions?
Yeah, we're Scott. Where are you, Scott? Are you drinking beer already? No. Yeah. So Scott, this is the PC build, but it's running all the. Is this demo running all the data from the 360?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the data from the 360. It's not the PC version because the PC version has some up-res stuff. You want to talk about?
Yeah, for sure. I'm super proud of it. That's why I want to talk to you guys directly about this thing. What you guys are seeing, yes, it's on PC. Thank you. It's on PC, but everything that you see, texture sizes, the geometry, the number of objects you see, the characters, all that stuff is all budgeted for console. So we're only playing it on PC. It really is a console game that you're seeing on PC, which is very, very cool. Isn't it amazing what we can squeeze out of this? Oh, we're going to talk about PC stuff. Yeah, so our PC version is actually quite special. We have a dedicated team on it as well. So we actually have DX11 features on it. So we're going to have, you know, height maps. We're going to have crazy resolution shadows. We're going to have better anti-aliasing. And we're going to have like parallax maps and all the good things that DX11 does. So for PC gamers, I think this is our love letter to you. We love you too. See, told you. That's good, man.
He's always like that.
Yeah, I've got one more. I like the upper echelon pack, but if I pre-ordered somewhere else, is there any way I can get that upper echelon armor in the game somehow?
Hardcore.
Alright.
Danielle, do you? Danielle? Do you? Okay, you know what? I don't know. Like I haven't memorized perfectly what's everything in every package we're offering. But we'll come see me after, and I'll call Toronto I'll get you the info to make sure I don't lie. Is that okay? Yeah. Is there other questions?
I got one. Did you guys completely get rid of the light and dark mechanic from Conviction?
No, it's actually the system is very similar to Conviction. And on Conviction, when you were in the shadows, we would go to black and white. So right now, instead of going to black and white, we're actually turning on the flares on Sam, right? So Sam has a couple of lights on him. He's got one in his back. He's got the watch, the OPSAT, and his goggles. So when you enter the shadows now, the feedback to tell you that you're hidden is actually the lights that flare. So it's the same system, but show to the player differently. I think, yeah, I could talk about the black and white filter of Conviction for half an hour. But talk to me after. We'll talk about that. But yeah, so we've changed the feedback. Actually, we have like our system in Blacklist is a little bit more complex than that because we have some daylight maps. So we're also treating light and shadow differently in daylight maps, where the AI sees you better than in nighttime maps. But there's still a difference between daylight shadows and not shadows. Is that cool? Other question? Something for SVM? You guys play SVM, no? You don't want Gunter to tell you his favorite weapon or something? His favorite gadget?
Yes.
It kind of has to do with Spivers, Merc. So the suit parts that you get for Sam and Briggs and single player co-op, will those be customizations that are available in the Blacklist mode of Spivers, Mercs, or are those exclusive?
Okay. In the Spivers Blacklist mode, you can customize your character with the armor parts, but those armor parts do have specific use for Spivers. But it's exactly the same system with 5 parts. There's one thing though, we have an active part on the torso, the central part, that can activate special ability, and this is very specific to Spivers.
So the look is the same, but the gameplay is different.
Exactly. Basically, you can customize visually, but we make sure that it has a value that could counter some items from the enemies, for instance, or increase your stats. Pretty much what the signal and the corp is doing, like increasing your armor or your speed. But we develop other specific countermeasures for Spivers. Does that answer your question?
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
So, who won the tournament? Who are the finalists here for the tournament tonight? So did we, sorry because I was bringing, did we explain to you how you're going to choose the winner? You'll actually be playing with a dev. So it'll be Spy versus Mercs with a dev, one against the other, and that's how we'll decide how they win. And the 2 devs that will be playing with you will be Sébastien and Gunther. And basically, they have the pressure of making sure that you win. So without further ado, because the team is anxious to wet their whistle on the other side, and we're anxious to see who plays best of these 2 teams, we're going to go on the other side, pick up your cell phones, and we're going to meet on the other side for the finals.